So Fergani with KINS 5 News Now. Thousands of San Antonians woke up with no cell phone signal today, unable to make calls or send text messages. AT&T says it's a nationwide outage impacting tens of thousands of customers and their system. According to CBS News, it's even affecting emergency services in some cities. Here at home, KINS 5 confirmed with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office they're fully operational and prepared to respond to all emergencies. Now, we checked the website downdetector.com, and it shows outages started around 2:30 Thursday morning, and several major cities, including San Antonio, are impacted. AT&T has yet to provide detailed explanations or timelines for resolving the outage. An 18-year-old girl is in critical condition now after someone shot her inside her Northwest Side apartment. Officers say they responded to the 1800 block of Bandera Road Wednesday night and found the girl with several gunshot wounds. Police say 3 suspects were seen running from her apartment after the shooting, but so far, no arrests in the case. The teachers union, representing staff at Northside ISD, is calling for changes following the death of a longtime educator who died after an interaction with a student. The medical examiner ruled Alfred Jimenez's death a homicide. The 73-year-old was at Brandeis High School helping a student with learning disabilities when he fell. He died in the hospital 10 days later, and his son says the day his dad was injured, he was talking with the school about retiring. In a statement, the Northside AFT union called on the district and the state to take steps to ensure educators are safe in the workplace. They want changes to include training on de-escalation techniques and more staffing in special education classrooms. A crossing guard in Uvalde is recovering after being hit by a car. A Border Patrol agent is accused of hitting him while driving drunk. KINS 5 reached out to Customs and Border Protection for a statement, and we have not yet heard back. Meanwhile, a mother and her 2 children, ages 3 and 5 years old, are fighting for their lives after a driver hit them on the city's north side. Police say the family was crossing the street at Jackson Keller and Green Meadow when a driver made a turn and crashed into the family. The driver stopped on the scene, and police say that person is not expected to face any charges. A new experience at the San Antonio Police Department for the cadets who hope to become officers. Before earning the badge, cadets are now hitting the streets, getting to know the people that they serve. The idea is to strengthen the public's trust. This is part of SAPD's new community immersion program, and this week cadets were meeting with the homeless.
Trying to change their perception, we're trying to add to it, right? I think my biggest thing when we're experiencing people experiencing homelessness or working with them, and then also with the police is, although the police have a very real needed job and position to fill, many of the times that their calls happen and the calls that they get is not necessarily a person who is a criminal, it's a sick person.
SAPD says it's collecting data on the program to track its effectiveness. While most of us try to avoid getting pulled over by police, in Hondo, you probably want them to stop you. They started giving out gift cards instead of tickets to help drivers fix their cars. Thanks to a nationwide program by Advanced Auto Parts, they're working with 60 police departments across the country, giving police $500 worth of gift cards to fix issues like defective lights. We followed police as they handed them out.
That was one heck of a big, great deal, because before, I've gotten a ticket, and up to $140 for just, a little something, but then this time I got a good break. $100, one heck of a big chunk of money.
The police chief says he hopes to continue this partnership in the future. As Texas booms, TxDOT is looking for ways to link San Antonio and Austin. TxDOT is conducting a study to improve safety and mobility for drivers along I-35. The group Rethink 35 told us instead of expanding the highway, they prefer alternatives like boulevards, buses, and rails. This will stretch over Travis, Hayes, Comal, and Guadalupe counties where heavy traffic is becoming more common. The San Marcos chapter of Rethink 35 says 70% of the city leaves for work every day, and some of them believe rail would be a better option for commuters.
In the fact sheet that they give us, it does mention rail, which has not happened before. And so hopefully with this new idea that TxDOT is putting forward, we can restart the Lone Star Rail. We can figure out a way to connect all of our cities, but also we can still be our own city.
There's one final meeting for public input tonight. Speaking of San Marcos, the city has new rules for floating the river. A can ban has been approved for certain parks and the river. The city says it wants to cut down on pollution and littering. They're also adding restrictions for certain coolers. To read about all the changes, go to kens5.com. Checking in for today's forecast.
All right, lots of sunshine. It's going to be a very warm day. High 87 and temperatures this evening in the 60s.
That's KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Forgani.